Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about the famous scientist Antoine Lavoisier. More specifically, his work in developing the law of conservation of mass, which was one of his greatest achievements that is still used and recognized today. First of all, what is mass and, well, why is it important? Mass is simply how much matter is in an object. It is commonly measured by how much something weighs, and mass is also measured using grams, kilograms, and tons. Way back in 1772, Lavoisier developed an experiment with a diamond in a closed glass jar. Using a giant magnifying glass to focus the sun's light on the diamond slowly began to burn. When the diamond finally burned and disappeared, the weight of the jar did not change, even though the diamond was no longer there. This observation was the starting point for the evidence he would collect over time to prove his law of mass conservation to be correct. He discovered that when a diamond or charcoal was put under the same giant magnifying glass, the same gas was produced. Today we call that gas carbon dioxide, but you may know it as what we breathe out whilst breathing. Several years later, in 1778, Lavoisier discovered when another element called mercury oxide was heated, its weight decreased. This was because the oxygen gas it released, which is what we breathe in, unlike carbon dioxide, which is what we breathe out, had the same weight as what was lost from the mercury oxide. But what did that mean? After experimenting with many different substances and remembering his old experiments, such as the one he conducted with carbon in 1772, he finally produced the law of conservation of mass. He concluded after all his research that matter is kept in chemical reactions, which means that the total mass of a chemical's reaction's result is the same as the total mass of the starting materials used. Now, fast forward to today, where nearly 250 years later, his work is still being used to shape future scientific discoveries. His law of conservation of mass became one of the most important and basic laws of physics and chemistry scientists work with today. Thank you so much for learning and listening with me. I hope you learned a little bit more about Antoine Lavoisier and the amazing work he did to shape the field of science we appreciate today.